Why does time seem to fly by after turning 30, as if it's been stolen? Have you ever felt this way? From age 10 to 20, those 10 years felt as long as half a lifetime. But from 30 to 40, 10 years seem to pass in the blink of an eye, as if they've been stolen. This isn't just your imagination. The conclusion I want to share today might be a bit harsh. For many people, by the time they reach 30, their spirit has already died. The days that follow are more like a long process of survival rather than truly living. Why does time after 30 seem to move at lightning speed? I'll break it down for you from 3 different perspectives. The last point is a bit metaphysical. It's about our biological instincts. First, why does the decade from ages 5 to 15 or 10 to 20 feel like it lasted half a lifetime? The reason is simple. First, it's the inevitable shrinking of proportion in your life. For example, when you're 5 years old, each year that passes is equivalent to 1/5 of your entire life, and every year within those 5 years is a major event in your world. But when you reach 30, each year is only 1/30th of your life, so the same year carries much less weight on the scale of your life. It's just like how, when you were a child, houses always seemed so tall and big. But after you grow up, houses start to feel too small, almost like they can't contain you anymore. That's the feeling. The proportions of life are different. The second point is the rapid disappearance of memory anchors. From age 10 to 20, you experience so many firsts. Your first time feeling academic pressure, your first crush, your first time making choices about your future. Each of these is actually an anchor point etched onto the timeline of your life. So when you look back, those memories feel especially long and vivid, especially solid. But after 30, for most people, the main theme of life becomes repetition. Your job stabilizes, your family settles into a routine. Every day runs along similar tracks, with no new anchor points, so those 10 years get compressed into a single instant in your memory, and naturally, it feels like time has flown by. Third, and this is the most fundamental reason, it lies within the genetic memory of us humans. After the age of 30, people actually don't gain much new experience. Let me give you some data. Before the Industrial Revolution, the average life expectancy in the West was between 25 and 40 years old, and the average lifespan of Chinese emperors throughout history was only 39.6 years. What does this mean? In the long course of human evolution, the vast majority of our ancestors never even lived past 40. In our collective subconscious, there is almost no instruction manual for how to get through a long middle age. So when people reach this stage, many instinctively fall into a kind of confusion, what we often call a midlife crisis, not knowing what to live for next. So what should we do? Are we just supposed to let our lives accelerate toward the end like this? Of course not. The solution lies precisely in actively creating new memory anchors for ourselves.